Hello, greetings everyone. Jack LaFleur here, coming to you today on this Monday morning. And in today's video, I want to share with you some reflections and some thoughts I've had over the last few days, in particular in relation to the last video that I posted where I talked about deficiency, men and deficiency. In my experience as a therapist and as a man, guys have this very interesting relationship with deficiency. It's an adverse relationship with deficiency, meaning that they tend to conceal it, right? We tend to hide the fact that we even have them, right? Because often by virtue of our social conditioning, men are taught to actually show up, whether it's in the schoolyard, whether it's academically, um, or with our parents, and certainly at work, to be competent, confident, sure, certain, right? This is a huge message that we males get from a very young age, and it stays with us throughout the adult lifespan. Right? So deficiency, right? Really, simply, I define it simply as something you just haven't developed in yourself, right? It's an underdeveloped part of you. But for us guys, we have this added shame, right, that's attached to the fact that we have a weakness or something that we just haven't developed in ourselves, right? And so in my work, dealing with couples and families, guys will often feel a great deal of shame about the fact that they don't have very good relationship skills, right? They might be a bloody ass genius at work, right? Where, they're doing really well, they're killing it, whatever that capacity might be, whether they work with numbers, whether they work, very pragmatically, whether they work as a banker, right? Somebody who has medical skills, whatever that is, right? They might be doing great there, but at home, they lack those softer skills, right? Those relational skills that can actually help to kind of smooth out the difficulties that they're having at home, right? So one of the ways that I've learned to kind of just help guys get out of this whole inner shame conundrum about the fact that they have deficiencies is just to take it out of the closet, right? Let's take it out here. Let's put it right here. Let's look at it. Okay, what have you not developed in yourself, right, over the years? Right? Guys will often overdevelop the cognitive, as we all know. This is something that's typically male, where guys will develop the logical, intellectual, the rational way of seeing things, or being in the world, and they will not develop as much the relational side, right? The parts that require empathy, um, responsiveness, right? Softness, right? Gentleness, forgiveness. Those parts that are able to maintain healthy relationships or create safety, right, with people. And so, this isn't to put down the intellectual or the rational at all, right? There's nothing wrong with that. We need that part. And again, it needs to be in balance with our relationships. So, yeah, so I think really the solution here, this isn't rocket science, right? The solution that I'm offering here today is for guys to learn how to just get objective about the fact that, oh, well, I got some parts here that are like here that I'm really, really good at, and there are other parts that not so good at that I just need to perhaps put a concentrated effort towards, right? And as soon as you start like just getting objective about the fact that you're going to line up like every other human being on the planet with strengths and weaknesses, you are going to be uneven in your development of all of the different kinds of intelligences that we humans possess, right? And just to give you a very quick visual on that, right? I'm going to present to you this chart, okay? As you can see here, there's just a sample of all the different kinds of intelligences that we can have, everything from cognitive, interpersonal, psychosexual, emotional, moral, and kinesthetic, right? And of course, we're going to be at different levels with these different forms of intelligence, right? Depending on who we are and our experience. So everybody's going to show up that way, right? So again, as soon as you get objective about that reality that you are not alone, right? And every other guy, right, every other person on the planet has those deficiencies, lives with those deficiencies, despite the fact that they may doing a really, really good job in concealing it, right? Rest assured, you are a part of the human race, right? And part of the human race deals with deficiency in a very sort of shaming kind of way. And we guys actually can learn to come out from behind that, where we can just learn to be authentic. And that's where the freedom lies, really, in not having to hide things or conceal things, which is what we've been taught to do. And that's why you may contact somebody like myself, who can actually help you come out from behind that game, right? That unconscious game that we've been taught to hide our weaknesses, hide our sense of deficiency, hide what we're not good at, what we haven't really developed, and just bring it out and learn to get objective about it, get compassionate about it, and start doing some work in developing skills, inner resources, or strategies that would actually really benefit your life. And in my case, teaching relational skills to guys where that could really benefit their relationship with their wives, their spouses, and their kids, and other people around. Right? So again, really, this is the solution, right? It's learning how to get objective about the imbalance of your strengths and weaknesses, focusing on what you have not really developed, and making that a real goal, right? Giving yourself some time and bringing somebody in who can actually offer you that guidance to develop that part of you, right? So if today's teaching has been helpful, or if it's piqued your curiosity, or if this is something you actually struggle with and want to learn more about, please contact me through a private messenger. Give me your details. Perhaps we'll have a conversation. Maybe we can do some work together, and perhaps you can learn more about what this balancing out is. Right? So hopefully this has been helpful to you. This has been Jack LaFleur, the Relationship Sensei, and I will see you in the next video.